And we're back at it once again with a Retropalooza Houston pickups video. Now, this is my day 1 pickups. You'll see day 2 in a separate shot video that will be attached to this. And yeah, just so I can remember who is who, where I got whom from what, and the deals that I have here. And some of them were emailed to me. And I will have it pulled up here. And yeah, you know the drill. Let's go ahead and get to this. So Green Top Gaming was once again back, and they gave me this as my first pickup. This is Super Dragon Ball Z, which was, well, it says 25, but I managed to get this for 20 with cash. This is a, well, it's a fighting game that's kind of different from the Budokai games. As you can see from the back of the box, it says that this was designed by Noritaka Funamizu, producer of Street Fighter II, and of course, the late Toriyama. This was originally an arcade game, released on Namco System 256, and yeah. Next guy, I don't remember who I got from, and I got his stuff for cash, because I paid $30 for these 2 titles total, which means I got $5 off this. Burnout Paradise Remastered. I've reviewed every Burnout game on my YouTube channel except this one. And since I do have this, I figured why not get it for the Switch. And the last I got for 20 was MotorStorm Pacific Rift. So now I'm pretty sure I've got all the main MotorStorm games. And I do have the first, and I have the Arctic Edge one, but this was the last one here. And this ended up being 20, so yeah. Next one, if I could remember, I forgot here, but Zach and his bit, well, I think I had this card actually. Yeah, here it is. Cultured Gamer, aka Zach, hooked me up with this one. These I got these for 55 total actually. First is Katamari Forever on PlayStation 3. I know there's the one on the 360. I'm still trying to find it, but I got this one, so we'll see how that goes. And the last biggest one was Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, which is the last of the Ratchet & Clank games I needed, so yeah. And I know about code for Quest for Booty, but I'm pretty sure that code has already been used. But I know where to get it, so I have my bases covered, actually, for that one. These 2 I got for 25 total, which means not this one, next one, but the one after this one was 15. And this game right here was 10. And it's a meme game, believe it or not. Yep, Knack has finally found its way into my PlayStation collection. This was a launch title. Not the best regarded platformer, but any of you who know Donkey know this. And don't worry, the GameStop sticker has not been attached to the artwork, and this one's on the outside, so I think we're okay. Which meant MX Superfly featuring Ricky Carmichael was $15. What can I say? I love early 2000s extreme sports games, and this was the precursor to MX Unleashed. Next up, Andy from Retro Card hooked me up, as it usually does, and I got these 3 for $45 total. So this started with WWE 2K14, and this is actually the reverse art with Daniel Bryan. I've been trying to track down wrestling games, and this isn't the only one that I have. I found there is more, and yeah, like I said, the art is reversed because there's the art with Rock the Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, the Rock who almost ruined WrestleMania, however you want to call it. Yeah, then I got this because I did not have a physical copy of this. Midnight Club Los Angeles. I had this digitally on the 360, but not physically. And yes, I am aware, a complete edition. Maybe I'll pick that up tomorrow or something from someone. I don't know. It's got the map and everything here, and yeah, this series is still missed. I never beat this one like I did Midnight Club 3, but what can I do? And the last one, which was a surprise for me to see, was the King of Fighters 2006, aka King of Fighters Maximum Impact 2, because it's a 3D oriented one. And yeah, it's weird because I almost closed the case on my thumb. I'm okay. Or my finger, not thumb. It's weird because this is titled like a normal KOF game, but it's not, essentially. Then for $30 from Yellow Rose Retro, the people who run all the tournaments and the little game room there, I got Test Drive Eve of Destruction, which is something I've wanted for a while. It's Test Drive, but it's more of a demolition derby kind of game. Got a great soundtrack. And yeah, I'm just happy to have it. Now, my man Hoff Geese hooked me up with this one, but there's a very weird story behind all of this. And I'll explain why here, and I haven't told him what I saw yet, but when I went to another booth, I saw this game, and, well, you're going to see here in just a minute. This is Blue Dragon for the Xbox 360. Now, this didn't have the manual, but I found that online. But here's the wild thing. Oh, no. Let me explain here, because you see that's the second disc, and that's the third. Well, where was the first disc? It was just sitting right there. So what he did was he took a generic NBA case, I think NBA 2K 14 or whatever, and we put the disc in here just to be safe. So what I did was I bought the manual off eBay, and I bought a copy. And I got this for $10 because, well, I had to fix this up myself. But I really do appreciate him so much for this. I know he watches my stuff here because I see him comment. So I really appreciate you for this off. Because this is one of those RPGs on the 360 I've always heard a lot about, but I never played back when it came out. And I've wanted to try it, and the 3-disc thing is crazy because, well, Microsoft game cases, when they're 3-disc, they typically have them stacked. Like, when I showed off Lost Odyssey, which I know is somewhere over here, but I can't be bothered to get it, like, the discs were stacked, because that one was, I think, 4 discs, because those JRPGs on the 360 were big. That's what happens, by the way, when you're not using Blu-ray, because it would all be one disc on a PlayStation 3, but it's exclusive to the 360. But I fixed all my stuff up. I'll fix another random thing off of the eBay, so I just have extra trade bait for my lot when I go to Movies and Games Galore next, which they did not have a booth here this year, but oh wow. Now, I forget exactly who hooked me up here. Maybe I have it in the email. I don't think it was. Oh, maybe it was these guys. It probably was You Found It, I believe. Yeah, according to the receipt I have here. You Found It GNC. Is these games here that I got, well, 60 technically, as I wanted to get a good deal on it. One of them, and you'll see why soon enough. But yeah, tax, I guess. What are you gonna do? So the first up is Drive Club for the PlayStation 4. I really seem to be in a PlayStation 4 kind of mood. What can I say? This was another exclusive for the list I didn't have. I just need to find Gran Turismo Sport. And the big one, the big one, well, one of the big ones, I guess, here, aside from this next one, I managed to get this down from 45 because this thing was a bit overpriced, but thankfully I haggled it down a little, and I got for 45 SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. And yeah, the hologram is there. I told Andy from RetroCard what happened. The hologram on the cover, as you can see right there, that's where it normally would be. But yeah, I just want to say before I delve into this and show it off, it's crazy how 4 of the 5 people on this box cover are retired. They were all actively wrestling, and I was about 9 years old when this game came out. Now, 4 of them have retired, except Rey Mysterio here. John Cena, Tori Wilson, Batista, and Triple H all have retired, which is very sad when you look at it, but I mean, what can you do? It is the nature of it. I'm just very happy to have this game, because this is regarded as one of the better ones, and the 360 version especially. Right. Now, Kyle from Houston Retro Gamers hooked me up with this one for about $55, because I told him this next title was important because it's an Insignia compatible Xbox original game. Meaning you can actually play this one online at this very moment if you want. Godzilla Save the Earth. And I know he did have Destroy All Monsters Melee, but I've had that one for years, so yeah. But I'm very happy to have another Insignia compatible title. And I thought that was going to be the last pickup for the day. Well, that's the last big one. But then Andy from Retropalooza, I was browsing around his booth a little later in the day, and he had not one but 2 copies of this next game. And I saw the first minty copy, picked it up, and finally I've acquired another PS4 exclusive, The Order 1886. G-Man Liz made a video about 7 out of 10 games. This was actually mentioned at the end. And yeah, and the little advert has Until Dawn on the front and Bloodborne on the back, which I bought Bloodborne from RetroCart at last year's Palooza. Alright, those are the day 1 pickups. By the time this part finishes out, we'll be into the day 2 pickups, whatever those are. Okay, day 2 of the convention is officially done, and I didn't have a lot of pickups compared to day 1, but I'm still very happy with what I got. Alright, first things first. Remember yesterday when or the first part when I said I was missing Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus? I made an oopsie there. It was not that one I was missing. It was this one right here. So here's what happened. Yeah, when I was going to log all my games, my pickups, and I went Into the Nexus, and I saw I already had it, yeah, and I'm like, oh no, I accidentally bought a copy of a game I already have. Yeah, because it's sitting right over here. You can't see it, but there's like a little stack in the further right back of my monitor here, behind there. My desk is a bit of a mess, so it's like a war hazard. Not really. But yeah, I have Into the Nexus sitting here between All for One and Secret Agent Clank. So what I did was I took the game back and I wanted to see if I could trade it, maybe here. And Zach from Culture Gaming, I'll give him so much prop for this that normally he wouldn't be able to. Like, if I had a game, played it, didn't like it, and wanted it back. But because of my circumstance of me accidentally buying a copy of a game, me buying a game I already owned physically as well, he was more than accommodating, and I thank him so much. So I had 35 trading credit because it was 55 for Into the Nexus and Beautiful Katamari, which I'm still keeping that because I genuinely did not own that. But otherwise, yeah, he did, and so as a result, I got Full Frontal Assault, which basically now, oh, accidentally closed off my finger, I'm alright. But yeah, now I do have every major Ratchet Clank game physically that I could get. I know Quest for Booty, but that was download only in America. PAL copies are expensive. I know where to look to go get it. I know what to do. And because of that, this next game here basically ended up being only $10, down from its normal 20 thanks to my credit, and I paid 10 cash. Arc the Lad End of Darkness, which is the second of the Arc the Lad games on the PlayStation 2. I've had Twilight of the Spirits for a long time. Now I have that, and I look forward to it. Next up, we got a couple Switch games here. First, we've got Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Andy from RetroCart hooked me up with this one actually for $40, and hold on. The price, I feel like, had something else. Well, I think it just underneath, yeah, it says new, because this is a genuinely sealed copy. I saw more sealed Switch games at his booth than I did non-sealed, and some throughout the show in general, but never mind that. I've already played through Pikmin 1 and 2 on Twitch. We're probably going to play this one on Twitch, and it's going to drive me crazy, because Pikmin does that, but I love it. Then my man Hov Geese hooked me up with this for $20. Metroid Dread. I have not played a 2D Metroid in my life. All I've played is Metroid Prime, which I love, and yeah, this was also sealed as well. And so, yeah, we'll probably maybe play this one on stream, because I love my Switch, and it's got good shit. Then I went back to Kyle's booth from Houston Retro Gamers, And for $30, I got one of the other mean games of all time, Metal Wolf Chaos XD. I did not have a physical of this. I only have the digital, or had it, on both GOG and Steam. And this is such a wild game, by the way, but I wanted a physical of this. It doesn't matter, because this is not, like, this just runs at 30 FPS no matter which version you play, because that's the way it was made. I made a video about this game. Go watch my video if you haven't. This game is awesome. I'm happy to have a physical. Maybe I'll stream that one day, or I don't know. Okay, the last pickup is not a video game. It is actually a VHS. So here's a little story. Well, basically there was a lot more people also there selling media in addition to just games and toys and the usual fare you find at these types of conventions or expos. But basically, there was like some people selling VHS. One guy in particular had like a bunch of VHSs, and he was selling them cheap. Like, there was a bunch of boxes, several boxes that were like $3. There was a box, ones on a normal shelf that you expect that were $5. There's a lot. And actually, I want to bring this up because there was a particular panel on Sunday, Raising 80s Kids in a 2020s World from VHS to YouTube. They had Moin Briella as a guest here, and her panel was basically a fun living room chat about the gift of raising a family in an 80s analog bubble. And one of the things that was mentioned was VHSs, something that was being sold a lot, and we had a lot of talks. And it got me thinking about a particular movie that has been butchered to hell on HD on both Blu-ray and 4K, and even though I own the 4K of it, part of me wishes they would redo it. And since I found a VHS of this movie in particular, I thought, oh no, I gotta have this one. And for only $3, I was not gonna pass it up here. You'll understand why when I show you the movie. It's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, directed by John Hughes, starring Steve Martin and John Candy. It's a Paramount release from, I think, 1990. Well, the movie came out in 87, but I'm pretty sure this VHS is a 1994 print. Wait, if I scroll down here... wait, you can't see it. Oh, it says 1990, but it's probably a reprint. I'll show you the cassette itself. Yeah, there's the end label, and this part here... Hold on, let me read this. This is the 16th week of 1994. I know you're having a little trouble reading it, but yeah. The combination got me talking, and I thought, why don't I go look at the VHS stuff? And so, if I can watch Peanuts specials on VHS still, I can definitely watch this. So that's kind of all my pickups for this year in general. As I start to acquire more of the stuff I'm looking for, you kind of slow down, essentially. But I'm still very happy with a lot of what I've got. I've got some things I've wanted for a bit, things I didn't expect to get, and some things I'm either possibly going to stream or make a video of in the case of the Burnout Paradise pickup. So, that's it. I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.